You ever wake up and feel like something's missing? Like you're meant to be more, do more, become more. But somehow you're stuck in the same place. Let me hit you with something real. You are not what you are right now. You're what you believe you are. And if you keep thinking small, you'll keep living small. But if you shift your mindset, if you start thinking like a winner, walking like a leader, showing up like a machine on a mission, something wild happens. The world starts responding differently. Not because it changed, because you did. You don't wait for confidence. You don't wait to feel ready. You don't wait for motivation to strike. You decide who you want to be. And then you fake it till you make it. Not to impress anyone, but to wake up the beast that's been sleeping inside you. You become what you act like. Let's drop the soft talk. This world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care how scared you are. It doesn't wait until you feel confident. It moves. And if you don't move with it, with fire, with hunger, with conviction, it'll leave you behind. That's the brutal truth. Most people, they're sitting in the shadows, waiting for something to happen, waiting to feel confident, waiting to finally be ready. They think one day they'll just wake up and everything will click. Their body will be perfect. Their voice will be strong. Their mindset will be bulletproof. Let me break it to you. That day doesn't exist. There is no magical morning where you become the man you dream of. Unless you decide to start acting like him today. Confidence is a decision. Not a reward, not a feeling, not a personality trait. It's a decision, a weapon, a switch you flip in your mind and say, enough, I go now. You don't feel like a leader? Lead anyway. You don't feel like you're good enough? Show up like you are and work like hell to prove it. Because here's the key. The way you act shapes the way you become. It's not about pretending, it's about practicing. It's about stepping into that identity before the results show up. You want respect? Then speak like a man who deserves it. Look people in the eye, shoulders back, chin up. No hesitation in your voice. You want discipline? Then move like someone who doesn't make excuses. Not when it's easy, when it's brutal. Wake up early. Show up when no one else will. Train when your body says stop. That's how you prove to yourself that you're not average. You want presence? Then carry yourself like your name means something, like your time matters, like you've already walked through hell and came out stronger. You do that daily, not once, not twice, every damn day. Because life is a game of energy. People feel you long before they understand you. The room shifts depending on how you walk in. So how do you walk in? Do you enter small, quiet, doubting yourself? Or do you step in with quiet certainty, like a man on a mission? Because men on missions don't wait to feel confident. They move with intention, regardless of emotion. They understand, I may not have all the answers yet, I may not be the most talented, but I'm going to outwalk you, outtalk you, outlast you, because I've already decided I'm becoming him and nothing will stop me. Look in the mirror. The man you want to be, stronger, sharper, more respected, more capable, he's already inside you, but he's buried under hesitation, under fear, under years of being average, being quiet, playing small. So what do? You strip it away, every excuse, every doubt, every ounce of weakness, and you build. One day at a time, one action at a time. You become him by showing up as him, not someday, now. Speak even if your voice shakes. Stand tall even when you want to disappear. Move like you've already won, even when no one's watching. Because every time you do that, every single time, you carve the weak version of you out of your life, and you step deeper into the man you were born to be. This is the work. This is how legends are built. Not with applause, not with comfort, but with decision, discipline, and daily dominance. So stop saying, I wish I was confident. I wish I was respected. I wish I had that presence. Start becoming the man who commands all of that by acting like he already owns it. Let your walk speak. Let your presence hit first. Let your energy silence the room. You don't have to talk big. You just have to move different. You don't have to fake it. You have to be it through repetition, through fire, through belief when no one else believes. Because one day the results will come, the body, the respect, the influence, the wins, and people will say, he always had it in him. But you'll know you didn't have it. You chose it. You built it. You became it. The mind believes what you tell it. You want to win, not just exist, not just survive, but dominate. Then understand this. Your mindset is your foundation. You can have the best plan, the best resources, the best tools. But if the voice in your head isn't built for war, you'll crumble before the fight even starts. Because here's the cold truth. Your mind listens to you more than anyone else. And whatever you say to it repeatedly becomes its truth. You tell it you're weak, you live small, you tell it you're average, it'll make sure you never break out of the crowd. You tell it you're not ready, you'll watch life pass you by while someone else seizes your opportunities. Because your brain, it doesn't question you, it obeys you. You are the general, and every thought is a command. Most people don't lose because they weren't capable. They lose because they talked themselves out of the fight. Before the race began, they whispered to themselves, I'm not enough. I don't belong here. What if I fail? And their mind went, all right, we'll fail then. But you're not most people. You wouldn't be reading this if you were. So let me give it to you straight. If you want to change your life, don't start by changing your circumstances. Start by changing your language. Because you don't need motivation. You don't need inspiration. You need a new standard, a new identity. And it all begins with how you talk to yourself when no one's watching. You wake up in the morning and say, I'm built for this. I am not a maybe, I'm a must. I don't fold, I don't break, I don't blink. I execute every damn day, tired or not. Say it again and again until your brain stops fighting it, until that voice of doubt gets drowned out by the roar of conviction. That's how warriors are built. Not through comfort, not through hype, but through consistent internal war. It's a mental discipline to speak belief into yourself before results even show up, to walk like you've already won, even when the scoreboard says 0, to carry yourself like the storm, not the victim of it. And that kind of presence, it doesn't just impact you, it changes the room. People feel it when you enter. They see the difference in how you move, how you sit, how you talk. Not loud, not fake, but grounded, solid, unshakable. Because when your mind is aligned with who you're becoming, you become unmistakable. You don't ask for respect, you earn it without saying a word. You don't chase validation. You attract it by living on a different frequency. You don't hope to be remembered. You make damn sure you can't be forgotten. And that only comes when the voice in your head starts sounding like a champion, not a critic, not a coward, not a victim. You feed your mind daily, just like you train your body, just like you fuel your grind. You fuel your mindset like your life depends on it, because it does. You're not just building a life, you're building a legacy. So start talking to yourself like the man who's already there. Not perfect, not invincible, but relentless. Speak with clarity, move with certainty, live with intention. Because the mind doesn't need facts, it needs commands. Your identity is not found, it's forged. And every repetition of belief becomes another hammer strike on the man you're shaping. You don't become powerful by accident. You become powerful by design, and design starts in the mind with words that sharpen, not weaken, thoughts that fuel, not drain, beliefs that expand, not limit. So ask yourself this: what orders are you giving your mind today? I can't or I will, I'm not ready or I was born for this. I hope it happens, or I'll make it happen. You become what you repeat, you believe what you rehearse, and you live out what you feed your mind every single day. So feed it power, feed it focus, feed it dominance, and soon that voice inside, it won't just believe you, it'll lead you into pressure, into pain, into challenges, and through all of it, it won't flinch, because you've trained it to rise. You've trained it to carry weight. You've trained it to believe that you were born to conquer. And that right there, that's where transformation begins. Not in your muscles, not in your bank account, not in your followers, friends, or fame, but in your mind. In what you whisper to yourself when you're tired, when you're doubting, when no one's clapping, when you're losing. That's the voice that shapes you. So sharpen it, train it, strengthen it. Because the mind believes what you tell it. So tell it something so bold, so strong, so undeniable that the world has no choice but to catch up. Feelings don't build you, action does. There's a brutal truth most people never tell you. Success doesn't care how you feel. Read that again. The world doesn't pause because you're tired. Your goals don't shrink because you had a rough night. Your dreams, they're still sitting at the top of the mountain and they don't come down to meet you. You climb or you stay stuck. And that climb, it's going to be steep. It's going to hurt. It's going to test every ounce of grit, patience, and inner fire you've got. But that's exactly what builds you. Some days, you're going to wake up feeling weak, mentally foggy, emotionally flat. You'll look in the mirror and question who you are. And in that moment, you have a choice. Do you let that version of you lead, or do you override it and lead yourself? Because here's what separates men who try from men who win. They don't wait for motivation. They move with intention. They don't wake up and ask, do I feel like it today? They wake up and declare, let's get it anyway. You want a life that makes people stare in disbelief? You want to walk into rooms and command respect? You want to build a body, a mind, a legacy that's unshakable? Then throw your feelings in the back seat. They can ride with you, but they don't get to drive. Because discipline is stronger than mood. Routine is stronger than excuses. And character? Character is built when you keep showing up, especially when you feel like quitting. That's what no one sees. The 5 a.m. alarm when your bones are sore. The late night grind when your friends are out. The reps you push out when your muscles scream to stop. The silence, the loneliness, the war with self-doubt. And still, you keep going. Because you're not doing it to impress anyone, you're doing it to become someone. You think champions are made on game day? You think warriors become who they are when the lights turn on? No, they're made in the shadows, built through sweat, sacrifice, and showing up when no one's clapping, when it's just them and the fight. They didn't wait to feel like champions. They trained like it. They lived like it. They carried themselves like it long before the world believed. And that's what you've got to do. Wear the mindset before you wear the medal. Own the energy before you own the title. Move like the future version of you is already here. Because the man you want to become, he's watching you. Every choice, every step, every excuse, every sacrifice. And one day you're going to meet him. Make sure he's proud of how you carried yourself on the way. You've got to earn his respect starting now. Here's the truth. You don't need more motivation. You need more motion. You need more action. You need more relentless commitment, because momentum breeds confidence. Every small action is a vote for the man you're becoming. Every workout, every early morning, every uncomfortable decision, each one is a brick, and those bricks become a wall. And that wall, that's the fortress no one can tear down. So how do you act when you don't feel like it? You move anyway. You show up anyway. You do the reps. You speak the truth. You chase the goal like it's already yours. Because deep down you know that confidence doesn't come before the work. It comes after you've survived what tried to stop you. You earn it in silence. You forge it in struggle. You build it in the trenches. You don't wait to feel powerful. You act powerful. You don't wait for someone to give you the title. You embody it. You don't ask the world for permission. You command it. So what's the play? Be the action. Be the fire. Be the force that refuses to fold. Be the one that doesn't quit when it's hard. Because that's when most people break. That's when the weak fall off. That's when boys run and men rise. You want to be legendary? Then stop waiting. Stop negotiating with your potential. Stop making deals with weakness. Stop needing hype or music or some external push to move. Be your own fire. Be your own momentum. Be your own reminder that you were made for more. When it's all said and done, you'll either have results or you'll have excuses. You decide right here, right now. Become the action and let the world catch up. One day, it won't be fake anymore. Let's get one thing straight. Every real one you've ever admired started with a fake version of himself. That guy you think has it all together, the one with the power, the presence, the discipline, the success. He didn't start that way. He started shaky. He started uncertain. He started with doubts so loud he could barely hear himself think. But he walked anyway. He stood tall anyway. He acted like the man he wanted to be, long before he ever became him. And that's what you're doing right now. You're walking into situations where you feel like you don't belong. You're holding your head high when your confidence is low. You're showing up like a winner, even though the scoreboard doesn't show it yet. And you might think, is this fake? Am I lying to myself? Number, you're becoming. See, people think you fake it and hope it becomes real. But the truth is, you fake it and you fight until it becomes real. Because here's the thing. If you keep walking like it, if you keep working like it, if you keep thinking like it, if you keep moving with purpose, like you were born for more, eventually it's not fake anymore. It becomes you. It fuses with you. It is you. That confidence you used to borrow, now it's built. That discipline you used to force, now it's instinct. That mindset you used to rehearse, now it's your identity. You won't have to pretend you're strong because you are. You won't have to act like a leader because you lead. You won't have to hope you're enough because you know you are. But that transformation doesn't happen overnight. It happens in the dark, in the grind. When no one's clapping, no one's validating you, and your own mind is telling you to quit. That's where it's built. It's built in reps, not recognition. It's built in silence, not spotlight. It's built when you show up as the future version of yourself day after day until the world finally catches up and sees what you already knew deep down. You've been him all along. Every win you'll earn will be rooted in the days you wanted to disappear but kept going. Every success they'll admire will be forged in the moments you felt like an imposter but held the line. Because here's what separates the men who make it from the ones who stay stuck. They moved without permission. They believed without evidence. They committed without guarantees. They didn't wait to feel ready. They didn't beg for applause. They didn't ask the world to believe in them first. They faked it with force and then earned every inch of it through fire. So if you're in that phase right now where it feels like you're faking everything, good. That means you've stepped into the gap between who you are and who you're becoming. And if you stay in that gap long enough, if you don't run from it, if you